So Ken Klippenstein wrote an article here for his Substack. Everybody should go check out the entire thing. But the basic idea of it, he titled it Big Brother Becomes Little Brother. And he was able to get his hand on some U.S. intelligence documents. And those U.S. intelligence documents make clear that our own intelligence agencies now view many corporations as more powerful than literal nation states. Let me repeat that. Our own intelligence agencies are saying many corporations now are more powerful than nation states. So we have some examples here for you. Look at this. Top 10 U.S. corporations by market cap. Apple is worth $3.8 trillion. Microsoft, $3.3 trillion. NVIDIA, $3.3 trillion. Amazon, $2.5 trillion. And the list goes on here. But as you can see, like, Apple is worth more than the United Kingdom, which is worth $3.07 trillion. Apple is worth more than France and Italy and Canada and South Korea, right? I mean, Amazon is worth more than South Korea. Amazon is worth more than Italy. So in other words, what they're saying in this memo is like, hey, intelligence agencies, you can bend the rules a little bit. You can get a little crafty and a little clever with it, but you really got to snuggle up to these robber barons and snuggle up to these corporations to continue giving us an advantage where we can get new information. You want to be on the good side of the robber barons. You want to be on the good side of the multinational corporations because they now really hold the money and hold the power. And a great example of that was when you looked at the inauguration, who was on stage? Who had better seats than Trump's cabinet? The robber barons. Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk and all the rest of them who were on stage. So what does this say? By the way, this is exactly what lefties have been warning about for decades. This is exactly what we've been warning about. Is like, we've become the United Corporate States of America. Who really controls the laws? Who really controls the politicians? Who really rigs the system in their favor? It's the robber barons, it's the corporations, and that's why we're in a situation where a majority of Americans want higher wages, want unionization, want universal health care, and we don't get any of it because they're the ones who are effectively buying the government, legislating in their favor and against you. And for U.S. intelligence to say corporations are more powerful than nation states, we've never been in this place before in history. This is something new, right? It's most comparable to the Gilded Age, so we have sort of a new Gilded Age 2.0 that we're in. But back then, there was some fight in us, and we were able to do some trust busting. We were able to change the facts on the ground. We had Teddy Roosevelt. Later on, we had FDR. We had people who were willing to fight. Hey, the moneyed interest, the economic royalists, they hate me, and I welcome their hatred. That's what was going on back then. Today, it's the presidents are proud to be of, by, and for the robber barons, to be bought by them, right? Trump taking $100 million from Miriam Adelson to let Israel annex the West Bank. It's all out in the open now. All the bribery, all the corruption. And so something needs to be done about that. Something needs to be done about that. And it looks like what the government is doing, what the intelligence agencies are doing, they're submitting to this and trying to snuggle up to the robber barons, assuming, hey, moving forward, this is going to get even more pronounced. We're going to have more corporations be more powerful than nation states. Where are we heading towards, guys? We're heading towards corporations having their own private mercenary armies, functioning like states. By the way, whose wet dream is this? Curtis Yarvin. He's the ideological thought leader for people like Peter Thiel, J.D. Vance, the tech broligarchy. They love Curtis Yarvin. Curtis Yarvin believes in the dark enlightenment. He believes in rage, retire all government employees. He believes in breaking the United States up and having little corporate feudalist fiefdoms all around where a billionaire robber baron CEO is basically like your dictator in your own little fiefdom, where you have no rights. You have to submit to them. In his mind, he wants Elon Musk to have his own little fiefdom and Mark Andreessen to have his own little fiefdom. This is what they're excited about. This is the world they want to set up. And that world is becoming more and more of a reality on a day-by-day basis. Now we're at the point where U.S. intelligence is going, we know that you corporations are more powerful than nation states, and we're going to adjust to that, and we're going to try to work within that system. We're going to try to snuggle up to you. This is a terrifyingly dark moment. Terrifyingly dark moment. It's never been more out in the open than it is right now. And they're going to keep taking further steps here. More tax cuts for the rich, more deregulation, more corporate welfare, more subsidies for the wealthy, cut the social safety net for you, lock down full control. And by the way, as I talk here, the more is dawning on me. Isn't it incredible? This is something where, in theory, Alex Jones, the conspiracy guy, should be all over this, calling out, have this dystopian nightmare future that we're looking at here. Instead, he's cheering it on because Trump is president. He loves Elon Musk. He coddles the robber barons nuts all the time. And so he's totally pro-establishment, complete and utter sellout. And here we are telling you the truth about the United Corporate States of America, the robber baron states of America, and what the end result is going to be of that. You're going to make less money. You're going to have no worker protections, no environmental protections. They're going to have all the money, all the power, all the control, and they're going to take away your rights as well. There was just a story that came out the other day. Kroger is working with some tech company. Was it Microsoft? It was somebody. And they want to do facial recognition to change pricing for you in real time. So they'll charge you more. Hey, you got a raise, Dave? We're going to charge you more. You got to pay more for this milk this time. This is the future they want. You have Elon Musk wanting to put chips in people's brains. That used to be, everybody understood, that used to be comic book villain type shit. You want to put a chip in somebody's brain. Are you out of your damn mind? They openly say they want AI to replace you and take your job. They're open about that. They brag about that. And here we are. $500 billion being given to some AI project, again, to attempt to replace you. The robber barons with all the money, all the power, all the control, more powerful than nation states. And we're all just sitting back and watching it happen. There's got to be action against it, and it has to happen quickly. All right, guys. That's the show, y'all. Love y'all very much. Everybody do me a big favor. Please click like, click subscribe, all that fun stuff. Click that bell icon so you get a notification every time a video drops. Thank you to everybody who supports this show on Patreon. Could not do it without you. Check out Crystal Kyle and Friends this week. You could sign up on Substack below. We're going to talk to Ben Norton, who did a phenomenal piece for Geopolitical Economy Report, talking about how we're in the biggest economic bubble in human history. So you don't want to miss that conversation. I'll see you guys soon. Have a great one, y'all. Hey, y'all, do me a favor and like and subscribe. It helps out big time in the algorithm. Click the bell as well for notifications when videos drop, and watch that video on screen right now. You know you want to.